All right, so let's talk about the dock for a moment. So when you come down the dock, different times of the day, it'll either be dry or it'll be wet. In the morning, there's a lot of mist that settles on the dock and makes the dock very, very slippery. Now, the dock is probably about 6 feet wide, going from one side to the next. And so if you just walk down the center, you have a good chance of getting to the end safely without falling into the water should you slip on the wetness of the dock. However, when you come down to the fingers of the dock, where you see Muhammad washing the boat again, my best friend and partner, you'll see that that particular finger is probably about 2.5 feet. And on either side, there's a boat. Sometimes there's not another boat on the side, which makes it even scarier for me because I always think I'm going to fall in when there's a bigger opening. But it doesn't make any sense, but I still worry about it. But I need to be really careful about walking down this 2.5-foot finger to my boat to make sure that I don't slip between the boats. Now, why don't we want to slip between the boats? Because sometimes getting out of that water with the boat hitting up against you and everything can be quite a daunting task. First of all, you're startled when you fall in. The water is extremely cold and everything is slippery. It has slime on it, kind of like Ghostbusters. So it makes it really hard to get a grip. And underneath some of the boats, if they haven't been cleaned very often, there'll be a grass-like substance. So you might even find yourself thrusting in the water, touching grass, and in that grass we have shrimp, and below that shrimp we have fish who want to eat that shrimp. So you'll encounter all kinds of feelings when you're in this water. It's not your backyard swimming pool. And then you have to pull yourself up at least 2.5 feet before you even get to the dock, and that body weight plus the weight of the water becomes very hard to get out, and so you're going to need some assistance to get out. All right, so let's try really hard to be mindful when we're walking down the finger. Be mindful of the cords. This is a power cord. Sometimes you'll have a water hose, and sometimes you might have some other ropes here. So you want to make sure that you keep those wires real close to the edge here and not in the path of people who might be walking. Because if it's in the path of people who might be walking, then it is an invitation for an accident. There we go. But you don't want to have that power cord in the water. And why do we not want to have it in water? Because water and electricity do not mix, okay? So you don't want to have that as a part of your experience while living on the boat. All right, thank you so much. Let's talk about boarding the boat in just a second.